Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. A very good afternoon to all of you and a warm welcome to the Tata Motors press conference as we launch this truly stylish SUV today. The Tata Harrier has been making all the right noises across the country since the Auto Expo 2018. Our customers have been eagerly waiting, and we today are truly excited to launch this exciting product for us. To tell us more about the Tata Harrier, we have with us today our CEO and Managing Director, Mr. Gunter Bucek. We have with us our President for Passenger Vehicles Business, Mr. Mayank Parikh, our Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Rajendra Petkar, our Head of Marketing for Passenger Vehicles Business, Mr. Vivek Srivatsa, and the Product Line Head, Mr. Mohan Savarkar. I now invite Mr. Mohan Savarkar to come on stage and take us through the product highlights. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, Mumbai, and my privilege to welcome you all to this launch of Harrier today. Like all stories, the Harrier story also has a beginning. So actually, it all started when the think tank in Tata Motors came out with a product proposition to have a global SUV, but made for India. Okay. So when they did this, they actually gave us just 3 words to work upon. And the 3 words were spirited, desirable, and dependable. And with this background, the whole team went to work. The design studio led by Pratap Bose came up with a stunning design, which eventually passed muster with our managing director, Mr. Gunter, and our president, Mr. Mayank Parikh. And by that time, the design was so nice, so exciting, that all of us felt very alive with this design. And that's when the whole motion started. And we began by giving ourselves a product intent. And there were 4 main pillars to this product intent. A genuine SUV footprint, exhilarating performance as an SUV must have, reassuring robustness, and manufacturing excellence. So let me first start with genuine SUV footprint and what that meant for us. Okay. So here what we did was we started with the D8 platform of Jaguar Land Rover, which all of us know has more than 1 million vehicles on the road. So along with this, we made sure that we went ahead with a monocoque body. With that, we made sure that we carried over most of the hard points that JLR uses. And by that, we mean things like how the suspensions come together, or how the engine is mounted, or where the driver sits, where the steering wheel is, and so many other things that go along with that. So after that, we also made sure that we had a double firewall design. And this was to make sure that the car, which is powered by an extremely powerful engine, keeps all the noise and heat outside, and the cabin is very silent. And this is how we went about it. So along with that, we had very many things that went into making sure that this design works for us, including use of high-strength steel in many places in the body. We also made sure that several elements like the wheelbase and other things are very similar to what the JLR uses. So with this strong background, when we went ahead with the SUV footprint, then we went to the next step, which was to make sure that we have manufacturing excellence built into this product. And for that, the way that we went about it is to first make sure that we followed a Generation 3 new product introduction process that we learned from JLR. So what this means is that most of the activities are front-loaded to make sure that quality matures very rapidly as we go ahead with product development, and to make sure that the product, when it comes to the road, is extremely nice and robust. With this, as you can see in the photograph, we also started by making an all-new body-in-white shop. This, by the way, is Industry 4.0 proof, which means someone sitting at the control room at the center can actually monitor all the devices on the shop floor. You can actually speak to all of them, and the devices speak back to you in terms of health of the devices, what's happening on each of those stations at any given point of time. So along with that, to make sure that we had quality being built into the line, we have used 100+ robos from KUKA and ABB. So all this has gone in to make sure that we have manufacturing excellence as we go along. Then coming to the next factor, which was to make sure that we built a robustness into the car. And as you can see on my left, on your right, so all these are the tests that went in the car. So if you can see, for example, on the extreme right for you, so these are the real road conditions that you would encounter in India. And we try to make sure that the car is very much alive to these situations and can handle all this at the same time. Yeah. So that was the first part, which was to make sure that we are adapting the car to Indian conditions. Yeah. So then we also made sure that we tested the car in all kinds of situations in India and abroad, and in all weather conditions, right from -10 to +50, which is what you would expect in most places in India. Then to make sure that the design was very robust, we also made sure that we run it for 2.2 million kilometers in all kinds of terrain, all kinds of weather, to make sure that what you get as a final car is extremely good. We also have an internal crash test facility, and in that facility we made sure that we put the car through 300+ kind of crash situations that may happen in real life. And so this car comes with all that safety built into the car. Yeah? So after we did this, so we kind of wanted to make sure that although design is nice, all the ingredients that go into the car are also equally good. So we made sure that we had the technical know-how, the parts set, and the raw materials being sourced from a global vendor base. And that is what builds all the confidence in this car as it comes to you. So with that, may we have the AV, please?
So that's the beauty of the product. Ever since the advent of impact design, Tata Motor products have been built around three fundamental pillars. We said we'll offer stunning design, both inside and outside, absolutely top-of-the-line safety, and class-leading infotainment and connectivity. And we've stuck very strongly to these three fundamentals in all the products in Impact Design 1.0. But now it's time to move to Impact Design 2.0 with the Harrier. And with the Harrier, we've added two more strong pillars. One is the pedigree of the Omega Arc, and second is to deliver exhilarating driving pleasure, exhilarating performance. I want to elaborate a little bit on safety, because this is something that we have made extremely fundamental and built into the DNA of every Tata car. With Harrier, we have taken it a couple of steps ahead. We started with ESP with 14 additional functionalities. We have 6 airbags and a multiple plethora of safety options, which without doubt will make it the safest car, safest SUV in its category. We come to the pedigree of the Omega Arc and what we promise in terms of driving pleasure. The Harrier also debuts the Cryotic engine, mated to a new 6-speed gearbox. And it also has something we call as terrain response, 3 modes of terrain response. The engine is fine-tuned to deliver outstanding driving pleasure, great pickup performance because of the torque it delivers, and combined with the 3 modes of terrain response, it offers unparalleled driving pleasure and ability to drive in different conditions without sacrificing on fuel efficiency. This will be absolutely class-leading in terms of the sheer ability and driving entertainment that it provides. Tata Motors also have made a clear reputation now to deliver best-in-class connectivity and infotainment. We all know for Indians, we want to be connected all the time. We love to listen to great music, and all of us spend a long time driving our cars because of the traffic conditions. And we have prioritized this across all cars. But again, with Harrier, we had to take it to the next level. So Harrier comes with a 9-speaker system, which includes a subwoofer. It puts out 320 watts RMS of power, and the control panel is a floating 8.8 touchscreen. And as the cliche goes, it's an absolute concert hall on wheels. So these are the 3 fundamental elements that we really take pride on in the Harrier. Now coming to the kind of customer response that we've got. Ever since we opened bookings, we have been fortunate to have a very good, very positive response from customers. There's been a great deal of enthusiasm, great deal of curiosity, and happy to say that from Tata Motors, we've actually invited onto our table a completely new kind of customer. A customer who are achievers, who have unmistakable personality, have an upscale lifestyle, and are absolutely trend savvy. And these are based on data that we've collected with the customers who've come to us for the Harrier. And we asked them a simple question: what do they see in the Harrier? And they love the Harrier, and they've decided to go in for the Harrier because of the style that it delivers, because of the reputation of the brand, because of the comfort that it delivers, and most importantly, the drivability and entertainment that it provides. So it is now time to actually bring the car onto the road for our esteemed customers. And I won't stand between all of us and the entire country and the car. So it's time to welcome Harrier onto the Indian roads.
What does it take to be above all? It's about power that's above all. It's performance that rises above all. It's about control. It's about pedigree that elevates you above all. luxury that makes you feel above all. The SUV that has it all. Harrier. Above all.
I'm requesting Gunter now to do the honors.
Good afternoon, friends. I must admit it's an impressive pleasure to see a full house today, where we thought that after our very comprehensive media launch event for the test drives in Kimsa a couple of weeks ago, has already taken the thunder of this commercial launch away. Obviously not. Which gives me the unique opportunity, even if it comes late, and the saying is better late than never, to wish all of you a healthy, a happy, and an exciting year 2019. It's going to be exciting because we at Tata Motors love to entertain you. And the more of these kind of entertainment events are going to come in the months ahead of us. But let's actually focus on today's event. It's just 11 months back where we made a promise to all of you at the Auto Expo 2018. A promise to bring this much-awaited, game-changing SUV, the Tata Harrier, to the market in early 2019. And I still recall some of the interviews where you asked me the question, are you sure? And I said, yeah, because a promise is a promise, and we deliver on our promise. So therefore, I feel great to stand here today, delivering our promise, delivering my promise made 11 months ago. The Harrier truly reflects our aspiration, and above all, it reflects our customers. We as a brand are no longer a value player, but a challenger brand that has constantly outperformed the industry on the back of its stunning product interventions, offering an intelligent mix of features, or as we usually call it in marketing language, feature-packed products. With the Harrier, we take the feature-packed products, as you have just seen in Vivek's speech, to the next level. With the Harrier, we have kickstarted the year, as I have mentioned, with a game changer. And, as promised, is another promise, we're going to come back soon with more of such kind of launches. More launches which you possibly never would have expected to come from Tata Motors. So without further ado, let me shift gears, and you get used to the theme of we are shifting gears, not only car, also as an organization. Let me get back to shifting the gears to the most awaited announcement today. Disclosing the secret, the best protected secret, which has led to lots of guesswork in the media just recently, the pricing of the all-new, game-changing Tata Harrier. And so here it is.